The Sharyn and Guy Fill-In Podcast.
Sharyn and Guy.
Good morning, you are Sharyn and Guy filling in for JJ, Mike and Dom. It's 1 minute past 6, and coming up this hour, we've got your chance to play the Parabomb. And you have to beat the Parabomb, and you could win yourself up to 6 Paramore tickets. It's pretty... You're on the wrong microphone. You're on the wrong microphone. There we go. Do you want me to do that again?
It was so embarrassing. I was doing my explosion sound effects for the Parabomb because I'm so excited about it.
Good one.
I was doing it into the wrong microphone. Why do we have so many microphones? Who are these ghost people that these other microphones are for?
It's just if you're real bad one morning, we can quickly just hither somebody and they just come in and jump on the next
We need
available
like
mic.
7 other people to come here and fill up the space on the show. We've got too many microphones, not enough people.
That's what we need. So we've got that chance to win those Paramore tickets coming up close to 7 o'clock. So listen out for that cue to call. We've also got the Daily 3 next with Guy.
So exciting.
Big stories?
Not really. It's going to be a classic.
Oh, God. We're going to start the show off, though, with Lord. This is T on the Edge.
Let's do this. Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in. JJ, Mike and Dom's Daily 3.
Welcome to another exciting installment. I got to say it more excited, eh?
Yeah.
Welcome to another exciting installment of the Daily 3.
Number 3.
In at number 3, a child poverty report has announced that 1 in 4 New Zealanders New Zealand children are living in poverty, which is a really worrying statistic, obviously.
It's a horrible stat.
So there was a protest about poverty just on the weekend at a National Party conference, and John Key was asked yesterday on the radio what he thought about the protest, and this is what he had to say.
Yeah, they just protest because that's all they've got to do all day.
What?
He said they protest because that's all they have to do. They've got nothing else to do.
1 in 4 children is a massive stat. We should have more people protesting.
So, yeah, to be honest, there will be more protests after that statistic has come out from the New Zealand Children's Commissioner. But I kind of thought of maybe what else can the protesters, what else can these people do now that they've got nothing else to do? John Key could maybe buy them an Xbox, give them something to do, instead of protesting, could get them off their back. They could go to Rainbow's End. They could... do some armed robberies of petrol stations.
Oh, Guy!
They could do some. They could instruct some Zumba classes.
Oh, that'd be good.
So many things that these guys could be doing as opposed to protesting. Can I just say, as a lazy person, I'm offended to be told that these people are lazy, they can't find work, and they've got nothing better to do than protesting, because I'm a lazy person and I can't be bothered protesting either. So I commend the protesters. Keep up the good job. You're not lazy. You're awesome.
Number 2.
In at number 2, this is breaking news. The St. Elmo's Fire softball team lost its 4th softball game in a row last night.
Isn't that your team?
Despite its best efforts of outfielder / bench warmer Guy Williams. Oh my God, you're right, it is. What an amazing story.
This is not supposed to be in the Daily 3. This
Guy
is for
Williams, who
real
caught out
news.
local legend softball Vinny in the 6th innings. Well done to him. We applaud him. I caught out softball Vinny, guys.
It doesn't matter. This shouldn't be in the Daily 3. This should be like a cool story that you tell off air and we pretend to care about.
We lost the game 25-10 if anyone's interested.
Oh my God.
Number 1.
And at number 1, Lydia Ko's public funding is under review after she won almost $180,000 in the golf game yesterday. The golf game was called the Swinging Skirts World Ladies Master Tournament, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah, swinging skirts is awesome.
This is the second win she's had. Her first professional win was for $20,000. Her first payday was for $20,000. Her second one was for $180,000. In 2 paydays, she's got $200,000.
Oh my God.
That is literally staggering. I don't know what she's going to do with that money. She's probably going to waste it on something stupid that teenage girls into, like jiggings.
Like jigging, yeah,
One Direction
definitely
posters.
jiggings, babes.
There's so many things she can waste her money on. And that's why I wanted to know what your first paycheck was like from because it's quite interesting that she's got so much money, and when I first made money I got like $14 an hour.
14?
Yeah, I was quite rich.
Are you joking?
Working
My
at McDonald's,
first job,
Tamanui, shout out.
I worked at Pete's Haven in Burwood. I got $3.75 an hour. And I wasn't even allowed to use a knife or any machines because I was only 13 years old.
Oh, I thought it was because you were like a bit special, but
no,
that makes sense.
It was an OSH reason. One of my jobs, in fact, was I had to get a knife, like a butter knife, and I had to get all of the dirt and mud out from between the tiles on the floor.
Wow.
It took me hours, and I only got paid like $20 for it.
No wonder Pizza Haven went under.
Oh man, I should have been playing golf. Well, we want to know this morning, what was your first paycheck? Send it through to 0800 The Edge or text it to 3343. Beat $3.75 because that was a rip.
Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in. JJ, Mike and Dom's Daily 3.
So Lydia Ko got her first professional paycheck, and it was $181,000 on the weekend. Amazing. She won an event in Taiwan, and she's raking in the cash now. All we wanted to know from you was, what was your first paycheck?
And there are some really, really tiny ones that are coming through. If you've got one, text it to 3343 or call us on 0800 The Edge. Jamie, what was your first paycheck?
Mine was $5 and I worked out the back of a Foursquare.
How many hours were you working out the back of this Foursquare for, Jamie?
An hour.
Oh, you got $5 for an hour's work?
Yep.
Oh, that's not bad. How old were you?
I was only 10.
Oh, that's pretty good. You could buy some stuff with $5.
Were you allowed to work for 10 years old? Did you get injured or hurt or damaged?
No. I think I got burnt by an iron once, but
You got burnt by an iron.
it was my fault I dropped it.
It's not your fault. You're 10 years old. I feel like thank God we've got laws in place now to protect kids from these falling irons out the back of Foursquare.
Yeah, exactly. $5 though, that's pretty good when you're 10 years
Good
old.
cash. I'd take an iron for $5.
Vicky, what was your first paycheck?
My first paycheck was from Baker's Delight, and it was for $6.
$6. Now, we just found out before somebody worked for an hour for $5. How many hours did you work to get $6?
2.
So you were getting $3 an hour.
It was supposed to be $7.50, but somehow they done something, I don't know, with the tax or something, and it was like $6 or something.
You got
Oh,
served. The
man.
oldest trick in the book. Oh, it's the tax regulations.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're going to pay you $3.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks, Vicky. Thank you for your call.
That baker was not delighted.
No, he was. Oh, God. Luke, what was your first paycheck?
Sorry.
Well, my first paycheck was $4.
$4. And where
Yeah,
were you working?
Domino's.
And how long were you working for?
4 hours or something. But the story is, I didn't realise I had to pay for my uniform. So,
What?
yeah.
You
I was
got-
working for the 4 hours and then,
You earned your shirt that you wear at Domino's.
yeah.
Did you try and bring in your own clothes and just wear those instead? Yeah, I don't even want a uniform. Just wear my own cool clothes.
Oh, my
Yeah, I
God.
worked, but yeah, I had to pay for my own uniform.
That is horrendous. $1 an hour and you have to pay to look that ridiculous. That's shit form. All right, Luke, thank you so much for calling this morning. And finally, Philip, we're going back to the 80s with your story. What was your first paycheck?
$67.
$67. Now, this is quite impressive in comparison to the ones that we've just heard, but what were you doing and how many hours were you working for that $67?
That was 40 hours for apprentice panel beater.
Whoa!
So it's manual labour and a 40-hour week and you got $67.
That wasn't bad money, you know. We could do a lot with $67 back in the early 80s, you know.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
What could you do with $67 back in the early 80s?
Oh, geez, you could fill your car up for $20 for starters. Then
Dang.
you still had 3/4 of your wage left, you know. Hang on, the math wasn't quite right there. 2/3 of your wage left, you know.
Yeah.
Buy some tie-dye shirts and get a perm?
I've still got tie-dye shirts, thank you.
Have you still got a perm, Philip?
Perm, no, I could never do the perm, no.
Big shame.
Oh, well, thank you so much for your call this morning, Philip. And because you worked a 40-hour week for $67, we're going to make sure that we reward you for that. And we're going to send you out The Heat on DVD, which is Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy's new movie, okay?
Awesome.
Thank you so much for calling through this morning. We've got some texts that have fired through too.
First big job, Pack and Save Whangarei, $6.51 per hour. Shout out to Pack and Save. People call it Pack and Slave there, but I think it's a great place to work. I worked there for a couple of weeks in the summer. It was great.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah, sorry about that. My first job was at a haberdashery shop, $2.50 an hour. I cleared a massive $15 a week for my troubles. That was being a young teen in the late 90s. What is a haberdashery? I don't even know.
I don't know. Isn't that some form of arts and crafts?
It sounds amazing wherever it is. Some sort of antiquated thing. I'll have to look that up.
I don't even know what antiquated means.
I turned up, it's such an old term. I earned $2 an hour for doing dishes, cleaning and polishing glasses and cutlery at a restaurant my dad owned. That's so classic. When your dad pays you, I had to work for my dad. He paid me $4.50 an hour. and that was rich compared to that chick. I was living it.
Yeah, that is really lucky. My dad pawned me off to one of his friends that owned a Smith City in Timaru, and I worked there for 7 hours and got $1 an hour, and I had to do things like putting golf carts together without instructions, all that sort of stuff. It was horrible, and I went straight to McDonald's after I got paid.
And you're, amazing. Spend it on junk food. What a way to go. That's the way. That's like a little kid's gambling, eh?
And nothing has changed 20 years later. Still spend all my money on junk food.
With Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in for JJ, Mike and Dom, 6 to 10 weekdays on The Edge.
It is time for one person being Chang's favourite feature.
My favourite feature.
Is it?
Yeah, I love that.
You're lying. Here we go.
His name was Chang, and he had a story. He told it to us, and it was kind of boring. It's Chang's story, yeah.
Chang's story, yeah.
This is a very interesting story here.
Great intro.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for singing along to the intro. But this is a very interesting story. The title of the story, let me just give it to you. American 10-year-old suspended from school after firing imaginary bow and arrow.
It's a stunned silence.
Okay, so how did this happen?
Okay, so apparently the boy has violated the school's weapons policy, causing one attorney to hit back and say, let's ticket his parents for parking their unicorn in a fire zone. So what he did was, he was at school, pretending, bow and arrow,
Yeah.
Bow and arrow. So he's just pretending it, and he got suspended for that, just because he was pretending to be shooting a bow and arrow.
How does that break a weapons policy if he didn't even have a weapon?
It's imaginary weapon.
What news source did you get this from, Chang?
It was from the mirror.co.uk.
They must be real busy.
Well, they have nothing better to report on. More on the story.
He was being sarcastic, I think, Chang.
More on the story. The 10-year-old is
please.
We definitely
what we want
want
is more. Yeah.
The 10-year-old is said to have violated the school's zero tolerance policy on weapons. So even though it's imaginary,
right,
it is still a weapon.
We very much understand the stories, Chang.
Yeah.
It was a very thank you very much for regaling us with this tale of wonder and excitement.
I thought that was a very interesting story. He got suspended.
Let's play the intro again.
Okay.
Do we have to do that?
Yeah. And he had a story. He told it to us, and it was kind of boring. It's Chang's story, yeah.
Chang's story, yeah. Yeah. That is the best part of your story.
Thank you so much, Chang, for another
for
interesting installment of Chang's story, bro. I really appreciate it, bro. Very well
Can we
done.
get a slow cricket clap for Chang?
I thought that was a very interesting story. Everyone will be talking.
So did the people of New Zealand.
Everyone will be talking about it at the water cooler today.
Yes, they will, Chang. Yes, they will.
Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in for JJ, Mike and Dom. Beat the Powerbomb.
Pardon?
I was about to say we're going to try and beat the Parabomb, and I didn't know we'd made that awesome thing.
Pretty amazing, right?
Now,
Just
this is
something
very
Carl whipped up.
exciting. This is the chance to win Paramore tickets, but you've got to play the game and you've got to beat the bomb. On the phone line, we have Amanda Bell.
Hello, Amanda.
Good morning. How are you?
We're good, thank you. Now, you've got a chance to win up to 6 Paramore tickets right now, including Edge Guest List upgrades. You could win some CDs, all that sort of stuff. Just depends how greedy you are.
Okay.
Amanda, are you excited?
I'm excited, but I'm really nervous at the same time.
Oh, well, hopefully you'll walk away with tickets or something. You've just got to tell us when to stop. Make sure you yell stop as loud as you can. We will stop on whatever you say to, and that is what you will win. But if the bomb explodes, then you win nothing, Amanda.
Okay.
Okay.
Excited.
I'm so nervous.
You should be.
I'm very worried.
Just a bit nervous.
Good luck, Amanda. I believe in
Thank you.
Here we go, Amanda.
Okay.
Paramore's album, Paramore.
Amanda, the bomb blew up.
Never mind.
That was the worst Parabomb ever.
That was a bad Parabomb.
There wasn't even tickets on that. It was just a CD.
Just a CD.
Oh, that is rough. Amanda, we are going to send you out a prize anyway for calling through this morning, but sadly we can't hook you up with Paramore tickets.
Never mind. Thank you.
Oh, that is so gutting.
Thanks for calling, Amanda. Appreciate it.
If you want to go to Paramore, it is going to be on in January. If you want all the details, just go to theedge.co.nz. I reckon we're going to have to play Beat the Parabomb again, sometime this morning, because there is no way we can't give away tickets.
No, we need to give away some tickets, and we need someone to win those tickets. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just feel so gutted for Amanda.
Yeah, that's so disappointing. I honestly thought that was going to be a big one, because the first one's usually a big one.
Yeah.
Aww, I'm very sad about this.
Are we just trying to keep the tickets for ourselves, maybe?
No, we're not. Don't be silly.
Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in for JJ, Mike and Dom.
We've got a relationship ref come through this morning for a very concerned friend. Good morning, Hannah.
Hi, how are you guys?
We're great, thank you. But tell us about your friend.
Well, I feel really bad saying this, but okay, she's one of my closest friends, and her boyfriend realistically is an absolute douche.
Oh.
He is such a dick to her. It's ridiculous.
How is your dick?
Well, he's just really, he always likes her looking really skinny and tan and stuff. And, don't get me wrong, I get that obviously you have to be attracted to your partner, but he, for example, he bought this, self-tanning booth.
Wow.
Not to use on himself, to use on her.
What?
And, he always presses her to do exercise and stuff, to the point where if she doesn't go to the gym once a day, he will be like, oh, shouldn't you go to the gym, babe?
Wow.
Just makes her feel really crappy about herself.
Is he good looking? Is he real cut and buff?
Wouldn't kick him out of bed for farting, but he's not, he's not amazing.
He's no Dan
not
Carter
himself. What?
No, they're a pretty good match when you see them. They're both pretty good looking, but he's no Dan Carter, definitely.
So what you want to know today is, how do you tell your friend that she should break up with her boyfriend?
Exactly. I don't want to be that person that wants someone to be unhappy, but at the end of the day, I can see how unhappy he's making her, and there's just no changing him. Our friends have tried to talk to him about it and tried to kind of make him back off a little bit, and he's just such a dick.
Have you tried to talk to her about it?
Yeah, it's just one of those. She's one of my best friends, so it's one of those really hard situations where, you say something and then she just thinks that you're jealous of her and you just don't want her to be happy. So it's kind of there's a point where you have to back off and be like, look, I don't really know what else to say.
I've got a friend who was getting married, and it was so tricky because we all kind of thought the girl was wrong for him. But you kind of, once you've got to that point, you've just got to back them 100% to the hills. And unfortunately, that's the way it is sometimes.
Yeah,
exactly.
But it's always that wonder of whether or not you tell anyone. Now, we are going to try and solve this with our listeners right now, okay, Hannah? So if you keep listening, you'll hear what you should do, okay?
Thank you so much, guys.
No worries.
Thanks for calling.
Oh, there is nothing worse than a friend whose partner is a loser.
Dude, he just seems like the biggest douche chill in the world, eh?
He really does. So we want to know, 0800 The Edge right now, or text us to 3343. What should Hannah do? Should she tell her friend she needs to break up with this guy, or does she need to stay quiet?
It's the Sharyn and Guy Fill-In Podcast.
We heard Hannah on the phone before, and she was talking about her friend who is going out with an absolute D-bag.
Yeah.
And he makes her get spray tans. He even bought their own spray tan set at home so he could spray tan her. Makes her work out all the time. If she doesn't work out, then he's like, oh, you should go for a run, babe.
DIY spray tans is pretty funny to me.
I think that is actually kind of a good present. I'd be pretty stoked if I had an at-home spray tan.
Are you not orange enough in your everyday life? Now become orange in the comfort of your own home.
Exactly. It'd be way easier.
So depressing.
And so much cheaper.
White trash dream.
But she wants to know how to tell her friend. Does she tell her that she should break up with him, or does she stay out of it? We want to know what you think by texting to 3343, or you can call us on 0800 The Edge, just like Nina. What do you think?
I think she should be really careful about what she says, because if I was to choose between my friend or the person that I'm actually in love with, I'm going to go with the person I love with. I'm in love with, so.
Yeah, it's a weird situation, eh? Because you always say you'd never do that, but everybody does. Everyone always chooses the crappy boyfriend.
Exactly.
But how long have you known your friend versus how long have you known your crappy boyfriend, though? That's my question.
I've known my partner is my best friend. I've known him since high school, so nobody can come between that. Even if it's one of my best friends now, I would choose my partner over my friend, and so it's just going to put pressure between me and one of my best friends.
Very good point. And if you ever have problems with your partner, you can just ask your best friend, who's also your partner. It gets quite confusing, but
It is a classic case of, like, you get shot if you're the messenger, isn't it, Nina?
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, thanks for your call this morning. Lisa, what are your thoughts?
No, definitely she should keep quiet. Absolutely. If she interferes, she's going to get in defence mode towards him and then stick up for him and lose the friendship. So.
It's such a sticky situation, because then they end up breaking up and people are annoyed that they didn't get told, and you're like, well, you couldn't really tell them, could you?
Well, she probably knows he's a douchebag anyway.
Probably. I think we all deep down know that our partners are a little bit of a douchebag.
Yeah, and she'll work it out. She'll work it out and cut him loose.
Get there in the end. Good advice, Lisa. And Anthony, you've actually been in a similar situation, but you wish people had told you. What happened?
I got married and divorced in a fairly short space of time, and then once divorced, a lot of my mates turned around and said to me, "Oh yeah, we knew she wasn't right for you. We thought you probably shouldn't have got married," and you sort of sit at the end of it and go, "Shit, why didn't you bloody tell me that at the start?"
Do you think you would have listened though, Anthony, if any of your friends had said to you, "Look, your wife to be is an absolute psycho and you should not be marrying her"?
I think you would eventually, if they keep pestering you, and enough of them had said it, I would have. But I suppose you don't think of it like that. But I reckon you would. You always listen to your mate.
Yeah, that's
Anthony,
true.
how long between wedding and divorce?
8 months.
8 months. Very well done, sir. You beat Kim Kardashian, so good effort.
There is a positive in the end, Anthony.
Exactly.
Oh, well, that is really good advice as well. So I think Hannah's got some good advice that she can take this morning. So thank you so much for all of your calls. We got some texts as well.
She should break them up. You don't want people telling you what to do. I'm a nice single guy for Hannah's friend. So some keen dude. Hannah, get back in touch with us if you want to get in touch with this nice single guy who's texting in. Because when I read these out, sometimes it sounds like it's me who's just trying to weirdly hit on our callers. It's not me, it's some dude texting in.
Well,
it's also me as well, though.
Yeah, a little bit of you.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We accept the love that we think we deserve. That's quite a thoughtful quote. Could be our win beneath the wings for today. This is all good stuff. Just because you think he's a douche because he pushes her to exercise, etc., doesn't mean it's not what she wants.
Yeah, maybe she does actually need that encouragement.
Maybe she wants a douche.
If my husband didn't encourage me to go and do some exercise or, eat maybe 3 burgers less a week, then I would be at home needing a plank to wedge myself out of bed in the morning. I'd just let myself go completely.
I think your partner should love you for who you are.
Oh, God, be realistic, mate. There's always something that someone wants to change.
That's why I'm single. No one loves me for who I am.
Aw.
It's actually real sad.
Your mum does, though.
Not really.
We love you guys.
Even she's a bit sceptical and sick of me reading out her stories on the internet and stuff like that.
Oh, no.
Hey, another piece of advice I thought was quite good is stay quiet and let him dig his own grave.
Yeah, that's probably the best idea. Once you start, getting in people's relationships, that's when it's all going to go downhill friendship-wise, isn't it?
What I want to do, my strategy is wait for the wedding, and when they go, is there anyone else who would like to speak before? What's the saying that goes in there?
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Speak now? Yeah, I want to speak now in that situation. Someone's going to do it. It never happens.
No one ever does it. They just go,
It's a great opportunity. Ruin the whole wedding. It'd be great fun.
Well, there's nothing like ruining somebody's $20,000 day, is there?
That's my advice. Ruin the wedding and ruin the fun for everyone.
Do not take Guy's advice. Take any of the other people that have called up and texted this morning's advice, Hannah, but do not take Guy's advice. Coming up next, we have got Scandal, and I reckon we need to do the Beat the Parabomb again, where we are going to potentially give away up to 6 tickets to Paramore.
I remember how great the Parabomb was last time, where they won a CD and then it just cut out. The bomb went off.
Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in. Beat the Parabomb.
We want you to beat the Parabomb and hopefully head along to go and see Paramore's Wicked Tour that is coming to New Zealand next January. This morning, though, we played it and there wasn't much luck. See, what happens is you have to tell us when to stop and it keeps adding up. So you can either bail out on 1 ticket or 2 tickets or whatever. If you get it before the bomb explodes, then you get to keep the prize. If you get greedy and it explodes and the Parabomb goes off, you lose everything. And this morning...
It was a disaster.
It was useless. Have a listen.
Let's not talk about it.
Paramore's album, Paramore.
They were only going to win an album. That is so rough.
I feel. Oh no, don't get me wrong. It's a great album, but I do feel sorry.
Yeah,
so I'm going to do it again.
Yes,
we're
and
bringing it back.
You've got the potential to win up to 6 tickets with the Paramore Parabomb. Also, Paramore's album and an Edge guest list upgrade, which means you're going to be VIP. We're going to our caller right now, though. Jordan, good morning. I'm trying to push Jordan. Hello, Jordan.
Hi.
Hello. You ready to play Beat the Parabomb?
Yes,
okay.
I am.
Jordan, are you a big Paramore fan?
I'm like shaking.
Oh, this is exciting.
Thinking about them. Yep.
Good luck, Jordan.
You need to make sure you yell stop as loud as you possibly can when you want us to stop counting it up, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Good luck, Jordan.
Thank you.
One Paramore ticket.
Oh, there's one, Jordan.
2 Paramore tickets. Paramore's album, Paramore. 3 Paramore tickets.
Oh!
4 Paramore tickets.
I don't know when to say it.
Upgrade.
Say it.
Stop!
Oh, Jordan! You were literally, if you had not said it just then, you were about to lose everything.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my, I just about had a wee heart attack for you then. Jordan, you have won for yourself. Oh my God. You have won Paramore's album Paramore. Also, you've won an Edge guest list upgrade at the Paramore show, and you've won 4 tickets to Paramore.
Hey!
Thank you so much. Oh my God.
No.
I'm shaking. I don't know what to do or where to walk.
Oh, Jordan.
So much.
I can't believe how close you were to losing all of that. You were literally half a second away.
Oh my gosh.
I am speechless, and I'm never speechless.
I think this makes up for like not winning anything on the Edge ever before. So I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself.
Well, you've definitely won this time, Jordan. Thank you so much for calling through and have an awesome time at Paramore.
Oh, I will. Thank you so much.
No worries at all. If you want to head along to the Paramore show, I've seen them live 2 or 3 times. They are amazing. You have to see them. They're going to be at Auckland's Victor Arena the 19th of January, Christchurch CBS Arena the 21st of January. But if you want to get amongst Para Xmas, go to theedge.co.nz right now and you could score $20 off your tickets. They are such a good Christmas present.
Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in.
5 minutes away from 8 o'clock right now. But before we hit the news, we've got 2 amazing emails from Guy's mum to read out and also his Auntie Cheryl. But he is telling us that he can't read them out.
Well, I don't care about my Auntie Cheryl. Screw her. She's lovely, but she sends crazy stuff. And this email will blow your mind. But my mum is saying not to read her email.
Well, we did ask whether or not you thought that Guy should read them out by texting to 3343.
Of course, everyone says yes.
Well, Tash, what do you think?
I say no.
Why?
Because you never want to piss off your mum.
Good
She knows
point.
best.
Very good
She knows
point.
best. We all know best, us mums.
It's not that bad though, Tash. Tash, are you secretly my mum's friend or my mum doing a disguised voice?
Neither of the above.
Whereabouts are you from?
I'm from Nelson.
Oh, it's probably my auntie doing a weird voice, Tash. Tash,
No,
are we
it's really not.
related?
And honestly, I wouldn't want to be your mum.
Oh, burn.
Why not, Tash? Why not?
Because, well, I'm not old enough for one.
Hey, be honest, Tash. Be honest. Do you think I'm a bit of a
Yeah,
weirdo?
no, I just wouldn't want to be your mum. End of, really.
Fair enough. Well,
We'll use it in our promos. Tash from Nelson doesn't want to be my mum.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Tash. Rest assured, you don't have to be my mum, so it's okay.
Excellent. Thanks for that.
Thanks for your call this morning,
Quite
Tash.
offensive to my mum, that. This is just going to... She offended my mum more than reading out her email does, I think.
Well, maybe. She's probably just being honest. Your mum probably thinks the same thing. Dean, do you think that Guy should read out his email from his mum?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
You don't think he's going to get in trouble?
Oh, probably, but, who dares win?
Yeah, true that. All right, Dean, thanks
What
for your
do I
call
win
this
here?
morning.
There's no prize.
And thanks for all your texts. And well, I think it mainly is yes or no, but since we had a tie on the phones, we're gonna flip a coin. Heads you read it, tails you don't. Looks like you're reading it. Read out your emails.
You didn't even check the coin. This is rigged.
I
All
did.
right.
Read it.
Mum, I'm sorry.
And
I
now
love
it's
you
time
forever.
for reading emails from Guy's Auntie Cheryl directly without changing anything at all.
So I've got 2 emails here. Here's one from my mum. To be honest, it's pretty tame. It just comes in. She goes, Guy, I noticed you said you're looking for a girlfriend on the show. Don't get someone in the same industry. You don't want to end up like Tom and Ashley.
Who are
Tom and Ashley, if you're listening, they're 2 people I work with. I'm so sorry. My mum's very offensive. I'm praying that you hook up with a doctor. Nurses are the next best. Love from mum, sent from my iPad.
Oh my God.
So mum has rated doctors the top one. So if any doctors are out there, my mum is looking for one. She writes, P.S. Seriously, Guy, join an online dating club. My mum, thank you so much for looking out for me. I really do appreciate it, but it's not really necessary.
I love that your mum knows that you're tragically single and she's trying to help you out.
Thanks, Mum. See, that wasn't even that bad, wasn't it? That wasn't that bad.
No, but it's always your Auntie Cheryl that seems like a really harsh thing to say to you.
This one's one that I got last week, and it's pretty amazing. It's from Jono and Ben at 10. I did a segment with Little Guy, and my Auntie Cheryl from Mosgiel and Dunedin. Cheryl, if you're listening, love you, babe. She hates Little Guy. This is the one-liner email she sent me. Get those dumb F-word kids off Jono and Ben at 10. Capital letters, you'll only end up touching them.
Oh my God!
I don't think she means in like a predator sort of way. I think she means in like a you'll like hit them one day or something like that and get in. Either way, Cheryl, I'm not going to do that to kids. Can I just assure you right now? Thank you so much for your emails, you crazy Mosgiel white trash cracker.
Oh my God!
And that was reading emails from Guy's Auntie Cheryl directly without changing anything at all. Tune in again next week.
Your Auntie Cheryl needs to get a hobby because she's very angry.
Hey, Cheryl, my mum, I'm sorry for reading those out, but it needed to happen, mate. You guys are crazy. I love you for it, but your emails, they do my head in, eh?
Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in for JJ, Mike and Dom, 6 to 10 weekdays on The Edge.
We've got to check in with Chang because Chang has not been himself this morning. He was a little bit late to work. He's always here super early. Doesn't want to eat anything, and he's always up for free food. And he's just been really kind of glum this morning.
Chang, what's on your mind, mate?
Well, something really broke me yesterday. And it's the worst thing that I have to hear from my neighbor about it. Sorry if I get a little bit emotional here. Guy, it'll be awkward for you to see me in this state. Given this only my second week. But
talk to us.
I own a Siberian Husky. So he's around 4.5.
Siberian Husky.
Yeah, 4.5 years old. My brother was walking him yesterday.
Yeah.
And then this is the story I heard from my neighbor. So the dog ran into the garden, like he did not see anything. So my brother thought, it was a ball or something. Next thing it was the neighbor's cat in its mouth.
Oh no!
And the worst thing is that this is not the first time it's happened. This is the second time.
Oh wow!
And my brother had to wrestle the dog to get the cat out of its mouth.
Yeah.
And the worst thing, my brother's got scratches. The dog's whole face got scratches, and the neighbor's cat, I think it has some puncture wounds within its body.
Oh.
So which is really upsetting to me because first thing, which I'm really mad, I did not hear it from my brother. I had to hear it from my neighbor.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is that she's so cool about it that makes it so bad for me.
Yeah.
Because, if you had really bad neighbors, they'll just call the pound and get the dog put down and stuff. But my neighbor, Anna, she is so cool about it, which makes it so bad.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah.
I feel your pain.
So your predicament at the moment is that you live in town.
Yeah, and I can't have the dog. So mom and dad lives out west in Auckland. So there's an area for him to run around. So it's more fair for the dog, and he keeps my dad company.
Yeah.
But I think I've come to the point that my brothers and my mom and dad just can't look after him, can't control him.
Okay.
So you want to know, like, from the listeners this morning, if they think that maybe it's time you adopt Tough out?
Yeah, I'm having thoughts of adopting it out because first time it happened it's okay, second time it happened not really okay.
Yeah.
Because third time it could end up horribly wrong.
Yeah.
And then he could be put down, and that's the worst thing that could happen.
Yeah.
But Tough, Guy, you don't know this. Tough is the love of my life.
Oh, man.
He is actually man's best friend.
Yeah.
If it was a definition somewhere, we would have a picture of Chang and his dog. They are actual beasties. And so it's really horrible. Because I don't want you to adopt him out because you love that dog so much. But I mean, if you can't look after him anymore, then you need to kind of figure out a way that you can look after him a bit better. But it might not actually be Tough's fault, Sherry. You know a bit about Huskies.
Yeah, well, I mean, I worked in a pet store for like 2 years.
Stop bragging about it, bro.
Jealous. And the Huskies are just notorious for it. It's part of their breed. They have no other instinct but to go for cats. It's just their wild nature coming through. And I wouldn't really adopt him. Just if they're walking him, grab like a Holtie or a kind of muzzle, just so he doesn't have that temptation.
Yeah, but Cheryl, it's the second time it happened though. That's a bad thing.
Because the second time you haven't had a muzzle, mate.
Yeah, but
but you get Holties, so it's not really like a muzzle, and it just kind of makes sure that they can still breathe and have their mouth open a little bit, but it means that they can't grasp on to anything else.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, they're really, really good.
Chang, why haven't you muzzled your dog, mate?
That's a very good question. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, and what about other people are texting and saying dog training as well?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I only get to see him once a month now because I'm so busy living in town. Mum lives so far away from me, so I don't really have time. So it has come.
Time's not an answer, mate. What if your dog kills a cat?
Yeah. That's why I said there's a chance I have to adopt him out to someone who actually will
give it training,
will care for him and stuff. Because I just don't have the time. And my mum and dad loves him like their fourth son, but if
they love him that much, they'll give him training or let him go.
Well, 0800 The Edge now or text to 3343. What do you think Chang should do? Does he need to adopt out his dog or does he need to change something? You need to let us know and help Chang out this morning because he's very upset.
Yeah, I think my neighbour Anna is at the vet at the moment getting the cat checked out, so I'm paying for the bill for that actually. So I told her that. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, we should be able to get Anna on the phone if she's not too busy. So.
I hope Anna's okay. I feel bad for a cat. What's his cat's name?
Pompa.
Oh, Pompa.
Poor little Pompa.
Here we go. It's the Sharyn and Guy Fill-In Podcast.
Yeah, so I'm having thoughts because mum and dad just can't control him. That's another thing, and I just don't have the time. I seriously, I try to find as much time as possible to go and visit him, but I just got so much on my plate.
I've got a text from a vet. I'm a vet. Huskies are the worst for attacking cats. It's not easy to train it out of them. Main thing is they need a lot of exercise and stimulation.
He does get a lot of exercise. I think he thinks it's playful, but he doesn't know he did it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one training that we need to do with him. So which makes it so bad because my neighbor was so cool about it for the second time around. So which makes it so bad for me.
It does, and we've actually got your neighbor on the line right now. Good morning, Anna.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, you're in the waiting room at the vet right now. What do you think about this whole situation? Like, do you think that Chang needs to get rid of his dog, or how are you feeling about it?
I don't think he should get rid of the dog. I just think that, I texted him last night and said that a muzzle would be a good idea just for when he's walking. It protects everybody's cats that way, not just my own.
Great idea.
But yeah, I do think that maybe even some training. But I mean, once that instinct's there to go for cats, I think it's always going to be there.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel that maybe just a muzzle will be fine. I don't want him to get rid of the dog because he's absolutely beautiful. I mean, I look at him and just think he's just amazing. And so I don't think that you should give him up, Chang. I think that it's just one thing to maybe just get a muzzle and make sure that your brother and your dad make sure they muzzle him when they take him for a walk.
Yeah, I just have to say how cool Anna has been on this. Seriously, if I had a really, really bad neighbor, Tough would have been put down right away. You know, Anna has been so cool about this, so calm about this. Like, if I couldn't ask for a better neighbor.
Aww.
Thanks, Chang.
That is so nice.
And I'm so sorry that this has happened again and again.
That's all right. Honestly, this cat has so many lives. It's unbelievable. I mean, he's just had his ear amputated from cancer. He's been attacked by multiple dogs. He's got half a tail. He looks a mess, but hey, he's hanging in there, and he's got a couple more lives left in him, I'm sure.
What a cutie.
If only he and Tough become best friends, you know.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Well, Anna, we'll leave you to the vet's waiting room, but good luck, and we hope that your cat's all good.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. Thank you.
I'm paying for the bills, Anna, so make sure,
Okay, I'll go out for a coffee and get some lunch
you go crazy.
and add that to the bill.
You go crazy.
That's a big deal for Anna as well, actually, because Chang never pays for anything. Jordana, what do you think that Chang should do about his dog?
Oh, Chang, I think you should do anything you can to keep him because you'd be absolutely heartbroken if you had to give him up.
Yeah. This is my friend Jordana Perry.
Aww.
You didn't have to call up. It's just so hard. You know, what happened yesterday really, like, I went to a movie last night and I wasn't focused on the movie. All I was thinking was, like, the dog attacked the cat again.
I blame you, Chang. I think you're a bad owner.
At the end of the day, it is my responsibility because the dog is registered to me.
Also,
I can't blame my brother, I can't blame my mum and dad because at the end of the day, it's my fault.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So if the dog's called Tough, it's not really that surprising that the dog is giving you problems, right? Should have given it a nice name like Fluffy or Softy or something like that.
Aww.
Well, I didn't name him. I got him from a military family in Christchurch.
Excuses, mate. I've got some terrible advice coming in through the text machine. Do we have other callers or?
No, we can read out the text.
This is some terrible advice. I don't even know why I'm reading this out. Studio, you should get an electric dog collar. Is this animal abuse? Is this even legal?
It is an actual thing. It's like a training device.
As soon as it chases a cat or human, fry it. That is terrible.
That is a horrible text.
I love how, the stupidest idea you could ever have. I think a muzzle is a much better idea than that.
Definitely.
That seems like inhumane, or not inhumane. It's a dog. It's not a human, but in dog mane or something like that. People are saying it's up to his family what they would do, as they're the ones who have to spend the time and effort looking after it.
True.
But I think the answer's muzzle, to be honest. That's my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we have an overwhelming amount of texts and calls this morning, so thank you so much for all of those, and we will just wish Chang all the best.
All dogs owners out there, look after your dogs. Don't be like Chang, sort it out.
Oh, I don't think you're being a little harsh on Chang.
I don't think I am at all.
You are being a little harsh.
I love cats.
He is a great. Well, cats are mean. So anyway, Chang, good luck. We'll send you an
thanks,
invoice for this counselling session. It'll be around $440. So pay up for that.
Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in for JJ, Mike and Dom, 6 to 10 weekdays on The Edge.
So if you haven't heard Tech in a Sec before, basically it's a segment where a dude in a fake house turns up and gives you these very simple hints, to say the least.
Yes.
I've got a little bit of a soundbite of it.
Good
Ever
song.
wondered how to improve your broadband connection? I can let you in on a few secrets. Whether your connection's dropping out, you're losing Wi-Fi signal, or if you just feel like things are running a little bit slow. Before you call for help, try these 5 simple tips. Just unplug the modem, wait 10 seconds, and plug it back in again.
So one of my favourite ads, he's got this big build-up for how he's going to improve your life technologically. His idea, his solution, is switch it on at the wall and then switch it back off again.
How does anybody not know that already?
It's the number one tip, and that's why I decided that I could give these simple tips to everyday users as well, and I created the segment Technolo Guy. I was going to call it a smash hit segment, but then I realised it's not really a smash hit. No one really likes it that much, but I'm going to play it anyway.
We've only done it once.
And it was a moderate, kind of not hated segment.
I think the only person that liked it was our boss, but I guess now we'll find out.
This is it, Technolo Guy. Hi, I'm Guy Williams, and welcome to Technolo Guy, the new and exciting way for old and stupid people to learn about smartphones. Or just phones, as normal people call them. Calling it a smartphone is like calling your computer your smart computer, or your head your smart head. Let's get started, eh? We're getting started whether you want to or not, so just hurry the hell up. Texting. When it comes to texting, make sure you always sign off with your name. Sure, the person who receives the text probably already knows that it's you, but make sure you write love mum or dad just in case. An affectionate way to let them know that you care is to write LOL, which of course stands for lots of love and nothing else. Make sure you speak in text language so that younger kids can understand your messages. Remember, if you ever get stuck, you can always just call out for your children to come and provide free and instant tech support.
Guy, the laptop isn't working.
Shut up, Mum. I'm doing an ad, you dickhead. Quick tip. Remember, you can even check your emails from your smartphone. Of course, being over 50, you probably will have an extra account, which means you can't. Today, we're going to check out the Facebook app. When selecting a Facebook profile photo, most people choose to go with the best photo they've ever taken in their whole bloody lives. However, if you want people to think that you're 16, then make sure you choose a profile photo of you out on the town with the boys. But choose your profile picture carefully, because these are definitely the pictures that they'll use in the 6 o'clock bulletin when you go missing in the Waitakere Ranges.
Guy Williams has gone missing today. By the looks of his photo, he was a bit of a dick.
Quick tip. Did you know that you can use your smartphone for checking your ex-wife's Facebook profile? Next week, I'm going to talk in depth about the exciting world of pornography and how your children can access it on the internet for free. That's all for this week. And remember, if you ever get stuck, you can always dial a geek. They're not actually geeks, they're just normal people and you are retarded. See you back here soon on Technolo Guy. I feel like stunned silence because you guys have learnt so much knowledge in that an exciting segment.
No, I'm just thinking that we need to go clear the mailbag because someone might actually go to the effort, an old person, to send us some snail mail complaints.
From the extra.co.nz segment. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'm so glad I was able to share it with everybody.
Wow, can't wait for next week. Maybe we'll make it a little earlier than when kids are going to school in the car.
Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in for JJ, Mike and Dom, 6 to 10 weekdays on The Edge.
We've had some feedback come through about Technolo Guy, lots of it. So feel free to send yours to 3343. We've got Steve on the phone first, Guy. Good morning, Steve.
Oh, morning. How are you?
Good. Would you like to give your feedback to Guy about Technolo Guy?
Unbelievable. That's me. That is me. I must be Steve the retarded.
Oh!
Because that is me. Unbelievable.
Don't shoot yourself down, Steve, mate. You're doing all right.
Is that right? And on your ad, I didn't think I was. Because it looked, but I never knew I was retarded.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
I'm sorry for calling you retarded, Steve, and I don't think you are. I don't think anyone's retarded. I think it's an offensive term, and I'm going to erase it from my vocabulary as of now.
No, that's all right, because my ex calls me a lot worse than that.
So what do you do? What do you do? What do you do on your cell phone that is kind of stupid?
I can't get my photos off my cell phone on the computer.
Have you tried plugging it in?
Oh, okay. That could be an idea.
That is the best idea, Steve. You go and find your USB cord and you plug it into your computer.
Well, this brick phone that hasn't got a plug-in thing.
Oh, no.
He doesn't have a cord.
Does it even have a camera on it, Steve?
Oh, come on. I'm not that retarded. It's got a camera because I've taken a photo of myself.
Oh, I bet you have, Steve. When you figure it out, feel free to send it in. We'll have a wee look for you.
This is getting weird.
Hey, I'll put down Steve the retarded.
Okay.
Stop calling yourself
Stop saying that. Okay, Steve, thank you so much for calling. Charlotte, would you like to give your feedback on Technolo Guy?
Yeah, I just thought it was really funny.
Thank you.
I was just driving down the motorway and just I must have looked mental because I was pissing myself laughing.
This is so good. I walked out of the studio for 3 minutes and Guy managed to answer his own calls giving him compliments.
Thanks so much, Charlotte, for calling in. You've made my day.
It was fantastic. Honestly, keep doing it because, it was hilarious.
Oh, lovely.
We've also had a text that's come in saying, by the way, you can check extra accounts on your phone. That is from Elizabeth, who put in brackets well under 50. But I actually think this is a really great segment because my mum, when I went to stay with her in Wellington, she came in, she goes, I'm sorry I've missed all your calls. I just can't hear my phone ringing. I don't know what's going on. I said to her, I was like, Mum, remember how we had that conversation about the switch on the side that puts your phone on silent?
Every time.
Oh, I forgot about that. I thought that was the on switch. No, Mum, and if you just flick that on, then you'll hear the sounds.
I love my mum for how much she struggles with basic life functions.
Oh, well, bless them. We'd be nowhere without them, would we?
Would we? No.
Let's do this. Sharyn and Guy.
Filling in.
And we have been promising you all morning, for all of you that are missing JJ, Mike and Dom, we have got some postcards via the internet from them, and we're not talking about old postcards that you write on. These are audio ones that they have sent. So this is the first one they sent through.
So we just arrived in Los Angeles and we went to Starbucks to get a coffee, and who did we meet in line?
Kath from Kath and Kim. Look at boy.
And as JJ was having a photo with her and I was holding the camera, what did I say?
Look at boy.
And did she laugh hysterically?
No, she sort of, I think I detected a slight eye roll.
I suck.
How did they go all the way to Hollywood and that's the best celebrity they had so far? They were like, yes, this is the best celebrity that we've met.
I love Kim and classic Dom to just ruin it with a catchphrase.
Definitely.
When I was at the premiere of the Anchorman thing the other day.
Stop bragging about it.
Yeah, I was trying to brag that. I'm glad I got in there. People yelling out, Ron to Will Ferrell. And he was so nice about it. It would be so irritating if that happened to me.
Definitely.
It never would.
They also sent another one about a question that Dom asked.
Right-hand side, it's a two-way traffic all the way down,
Excuse me, is the right here the same as the right in New Zealand?
Unfortunately not. You got me beat on that one, man.
Thank you, Dom, for that contribution.
Wow. Okay. All right, well, let's go to the next one.
First off, you notice on this bus, guess who's got the only seatbelt?
You guys know why? It's my first day driving. When I do those turns, I don't fall out of my seat. And a couple rules of the bus this morning, guys. One of them is no cotton candy or fairy floss on the bus. It's and of course, no smoking. Everything else is legal. Get up, dance, move around. It's all very legal. Not very safe, but it is legal. And for your convenience, guys, at the back of the bus, there is a restroom. If none of you guys have used a restroom in a moving bus, give it a shot. It's always an experience.
And that is a comedian bus tour guy in Hollywood.
What are these things?
I don't know. I think JJ and Dom are the only people that go on holiday and continue to try and work while they're there. When I go on holiday, I don't want to have anything to do with work.
Though it seems like they just butt-dialed some audio content and then sent it to us to try and sabotage our show. We were having a good show up until we played those bits.
Hey, oh, don't be mean.
I'm being mean. Those were terrible.
Oh, you're being mean.
The Kath and Kim story was funny.
You're really picking on them.
I miss JJ, Mike and Dom a lot, and that is why, because that's this crap they send back to us.
I almost want to ring Mike just to see what he's up to, because he's in Auckland. He probably has a better story.
He's just sitting on his couch somewhere, having a good time.
Oh, we miss him. They'll be back on the 20th of January, so you can join JJ, Mike and Dom then.
Here we go. It's the Sharyn and Guy Fill-In Podcast.